complex. The YSCC promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. We encourage fans to enthusiastically support their team, recognize the outstanding performance of opponents, and exhibit good sportsmanship in their words and actions. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. At this time, please face the flag for the Star-Spangled Banner.
All right, well, there's the national anthem ahead of game time as the Bobcats rally up at the bench.
At guard, 6'3" from Thornton Academy, number 2, Jack Krasinski. At center, number 5, from Maine, Deshaun Cromwell. I'm sorry, he was the captain, not the center. Up next, number 10, a guard from Mass, Zachary Mickle. Up next, 6'2" guard from Maine, Ian Regan. And a 6'4" center from Wells, Maine, Cameron Cousins.
All right, so we just went through the lineup for the Seawolves. And now the hometown Bobcats. Alrighty, well, shout out to the Meter family watching Bobcats basketball as we get set for the opening tip-off. Starting lines come out. And let's see, where are they watching from? All right, this is Frazier for the tip. Starting lineups out and set. Little housekeeping as we get started. 20-minute half, 30-second shot clock as this one is tipped out of bounds, and that'll go to the Bobcats. Right now, out on the floor for the Bobcats, Qua, Browning, Frazier, and Pratt. As Pratt in the backcourt, calling the offensive set. As he takes the dribble drive inside and picks up the foul. And that was an offensive foul there, so no bucket. As the Seawolves cross the center stripe. Pass right, looking for help down on the wing. As the Bobcats playing man, Frazier up at the top trying to deny the entry pass. As this goes inside the lane, short shot, rebounded by the Seawolves, and a block. And now Qua from off center right, goes for the drive, behind the back pass, and Pratt from the free throw line into Frazier, and Frazier misses the high percentage shot. As this is kicked up the ladder for the Seawolves inside and blocked. And Kenny Smith making his presence early on the defensive end. As that petition was denied. As the Seawolves inbounding from the baseline, Qua guarding the entry pass. Seawolves trying to set up a screen to spring open a player. And heavy pressure by the Bobcats. We saw a lot of this last night in their tune-up scrimmage as that little baby hook goes in for the first points of the game. And the ice has been broken. From the right side, downtown, that one rims out, and the Seawolves come up with the rebound. Played out to the right wing side. Seawolves, nobody wants to test Smith now. They know better, and now Smith on the ball. Trying for the baby jumper from the lane, and that one comes off. Rebounded by Browning, and Browning in for the easy two. Attacking the basket, and the Bobcats open up their scoring. Just a couple minutes in, and on the overplay there, going for the three-pointer, that one rolls out. And we got a foul call. This one will go to the advantage of the Bobcats as we're knotted up at 2 apiece. A lot of defensive play early on. We saw a bit of this in the first half of yesterday's scrimmage. And now here's Smith going strong to the hoop, has it stripped. And now the Seawolves from the left side, down into the corner. Browning guarding at the block, and a shot from outside, and that goes up for a field goal. Three-pointer. Bobcats with it, and Qua losing the handle from behind, trying to recover. And a mishandle leads to a turnover and transition point. And the Bobcats setting up for the next offense. Eli Pratt getting inside, losing the handle. And the Bobcats looking to settle down a little bit here as Frazier goes up for the stop. And that'll be a blocking foul against Frazier as he tried to deny the slam. And the actual slam was denied, but it bounced back up and fell through the bucket. And so now the Seawolves looking to extend the lead. Up 9-2 right now. As we still have Browning, Frazier, and Pratt out on the court, and Qua in the front court. And a steal for the Seawolves, but steps out of bounds, and a break for the Bobcats. As the Seawolves bench erupts. Smith looking to get it in as this is knocked out of bounds. The Seawolves giving the Bobcats early pressure, kind of getting things jammed up right now as Coach Clemens calling in an assignment. Smith awaiting the referee. 16:33 remaining first half action as the Seawolves with an 8-point lead leading 10-2. And this is Pratt. Out to Smith, and now Smith with a power drive. And this is a non-shooting foul. As Qua looking for options. And Browning gets a foul away from the ball. And so the Seawolves would inbounds from the backcourt. With pressure up front with Qua. Something to note for all of these Bobcats players, I can tell you from firsthand experience, they've got great reflexes and are quick at the trap and steal from outside. And Qua hits the Bobcats' first three. And a steal as that goes out of bounds, and Nick Frazier pouncing on that one. As the Seawolves getting set to inbounds it. And the Seawolves now in the front court, out to the right wing with pressure on the perimeter. Begging the outside shot. And a blocking foul. And that's going to send the Seawolves player to the line for three. A little overcommitted on the defense there. That Qua bucket narrowed the lead to 5, but with 3 chances from the stripe here, first one missed. The Seawolves look to expand that margin. Missing the first of 3. And the second one drops. Qua up in the front court. And it's 12-5. 15:37 remaining in the first half. You're watching Bobcats men's basketball. We already had one message come in at the next dead ball. I'll check on my email and see who else is watching out there and where they're watching from, who they're watching. From the left wing, out to the weak side, jumper from 18, and that comes off the front rim. Up the left side. Played out across to the right side. And a shot from the elbow, and that one drops. Out to the right side, and Qua going long again. That one bounces unfavorably out of bounds. And now we have a substitution on the dead ball there as Anthony Henson comes in. For those of you out there listening, if I happen to make any errors in pronunciations or anything like that, I'm a friendly guy. You go ahead and let me know. If you want to send me the phonetic pronunciation, that'll do. The kind of sounds like pronunciation. I think we have some folks that might be watching from East Oakland as well, Yorba Linda, California as well. That's kind of the nature in these broadcasts. Students traveling from various sections of the country. As the Seawolves with a little bit of pressure there, trying to deny the pass as Henson will come in and take the handles. And a foul on the Seawolves. That's a hold. Non-shooting foul, and Smith will inbounds it. Down by the scorer's table. As Qua goes to the back court, and that throw is jumped on, saved, and saved again as Qua, with those quick reflexes, able to recover from a well-defended pass and a shot from the corner. That one off the glass, rebounded, and kicked out to the left. Here's Smith. And a blocking foul as Smith went in heavy, but the defender still moving his feet, not set. And so Smith will go to the line. 14 minutes left in the first half. Down by 9. And apparently they will not give him the shooting motion. And a little bit of tension inside. And Smith just composing himself. Tension early as Henson goes for the three. That rims off the backside. Played down to the right side, Seawolves from outside. That one is up and bounces out of the rim off the board. And the Bobcats pick up the rebound. Qua leading the way. Picks up an extra cover. And now Henson with the easy left. And you can count it. And now Henson getting a little bit of rallying from the bench. Will go for the and one. Qua and Smith communicating at midcourt. Just clarifying responsibilities. We got a pretty good mix of classmen out here. Henson, as a freshman, coming in, playing with some players out there that are seniors, some sophomores out there. And Henson able to draw the foul. And Henson goes back to the line. And the first of the 1-and-1 drops. Cameron Fuller down alongside the lane as well. Came in for a substitution earlier on. We still have Qua, Henson, Frazier, And here's Henson with the Euro step. As the Seawolves able to get out of that one. Leading by 6 with 13 minutes left in the first half. The entry pass denied, and the Bobcats come up with possession. As things start to find their level for the Bobcats. With the ball down by 6, they had been down by as many as 8. And the trend is going in their favor right now. As Qua kicks it out to Henson. Henson thinking about the outside shot, pulls up at the foul line, and that one comes out. Stolen away. And that was Fuller in there with the quick hands. As a loose ball picked up by Frazier, shot by Henson outside, and he hits a big-time 3. And the Seawolves will call a wise timeout, looking to stop the momentum of the Bobcats as things have been tilting in their favor in the last several possessions. With 12:23 remaining first half action, Bobcats now trail by 3. And they've got Henson checking the heat. While we take this quick break, we'll remind you, if you're watching out there, and if you know anybody else out there, if you've got anyone else's contact, go ahead and share it out to them. Let them know what the link is. This game is streaming on paulsmithsbobcats.com. Go to the watch section of the page and then select the basketball game. That's what this is. Woo! It's a long buzzer. Quick sound check. Were you picking anything up? Yep. And clear? Good. All right, Bobcats looking for some trap action here. Trying to force some decisions. See if they get some missed plays. Inside layup, follow-up, and someone missed the responsibility of blocking out on the backside. Always wise to have someone trailing on the offense when you go in. Any bucket can miss. Inside pass, and Henson finds a quick one. And if there's one thing that I've noticed out of Smith is his passing. He celebrates that. And Henson with the steal comes in, and he gets blocked from behind. Seawolves up from the right side. Off center, shot comes off the front of the rim, and the loose ball is picked up. As Fuller heading up into the front court, looking to set a screen. And now chasing in for the rebound. Fuller in position, but unable to come up with it as the Seawolves will move it up. Fuller at the top of the key. As the Seawolves move it out towards the left side. And that foul will go against the Bobcats. And as soon as we get the update on the scoreboard, we'll give you the fouls comparison. Seawolves inbounding right now. Shot from long range. And that one bounds all the way out to the three-point line. Picked up by the Bobcats. Blown dead. And the Seawolves will take it in at the front court. Last check. Seawolves with 7 fouls and the Bobcats with 4, but I haven't seen that updated recently. Bobcats with a rally cry. Three-point game. Just inside of 11 minutes remaining in this first half. Momentum has shifted in the favor of the Bobcats. They had a bit of a staggered start. Couldn't get anything to drop. As the Seawolves able to get it inbounds, and Smith on the ball. Smith with the reach and drawing contact, and that'll be one against Smith. So in the lead up to these weekend games, just to get a little bit familiar with this team, which is a new team for me, I came down for the weekday practices. One defensive practice, which was really great to watch to see exactly what kind of skills this man defense has. Quick hands, and they create a lot of turnovers. As the pressure rising, it gets loud. The Bobcats fans able to burn out the shot clock. And that'll be turned over yet again, and that is that high pressure D. Quick hands, forcing the opponent to rush their decisions, and often generating errant passes, mishandled ball, and in this case, an expired shot clock. Still a 3-point game. Seawolves, as they go up for the inside left layup, and the Seawolves will try to convert the traditional three. This is Momo at the line, who called a huddle just before the free throw, perhaps reminding his teammates to remain composed in this adverse environment, as there is a sizable gathering of Bobcats fans right down below the press box here. And so the Seawolves back up by 6. And this is Fuller with the inbounds, as Kwa will walk it up. Out into the corner. Down low, this is Fuller, back out to the left wing. Long range shot, bounces off. Fuller tips it. And the putback goes in. Now looking for the quick layup, and that one's played a little bit too hard as the Bobcats come up with a rebound and looking to return the favor. And that's Kwa, coast to coast, getting inside and making the quick layup. Down to the baseline, and somebody off their responsibility as a Seawolves player cutting in. Mickle down the baseline, and now here's Smith. Smith between the D, looking for a foul, and disappointed not to get one, as he got squeezed trying to cut the D. And so Frazier will come off. And it looks like Browning stepped in for Frazier. So tight D right now. And a forced steal. And this will lead to some points as the layup drops. Bobcats down by a pair. Into the block. And that shot is missed. Bobcats come up with a rebound. And if we get Kwa outside, they could get the lead. Deep ball. That is one of their perimeter shooters. And this is Browning on the defense, a cutter through the lane. And that was a breakdown on the defense. And so in this last sequence, we got to see some extra heavy play by Matthew Montalban, who's got viewers out in East Oakland, California. On that last one, driving in for the layup, and then previously picking up the loose ball off of Fuller's tip, and then with the quick push jumper, burying two. Contributing well off of the bench. And Montalban still in as he will take the inbounds from Browning. Out to Smith on the right side, across to Qua. Qua to Montalban and back around to the right for Smith. Smith has a moment, has a look, takes the downtown shot, and that one bounces out. Seawolves up by 4 from the left side, and a travel. Went to the triple threat, little jab step, added a little bit too much jab on that one. And the Bobcats will take possession. And on the dead ball, Smith will come out and get a breather. And a long-range jumper from Montalban does not fall. Drive to the left, and Fuller comes up with a rebound. Up ahead to Qua. Qua with the heat check from 19. That one comes off the front of the rim. And here comes Mickle again. Mickle out to the right side. And nearly forced a turnover as Cromwell was looking to drive down towards the baseline. And Lundy, freshly into the game in place of Smith, able to jar that ball as the Seawolves back on offense. Down to the low block. Fadeaway jumper, and that one is well off the mark as Montalban comes up with it. Getting some space in the front court, and Qua from outside. He's got a screen to work around. And Lundy adds 3 to the ledger. And the Bobcats now within 1 as they've got fresh legs out there after putting extended minutes on Smith. And here's Mickle from the right side with pressure, screen set up. Mickle with the jumper, and that rims out. Qua from the left side. Almost a miscommunication. Well, it was a miscommunication, but a good recovery by Lundy. Montalban with it. Works it down low. Out to Lundy again. Heat check, and that one comes out. Montalban punching that one out, but picked up by the Seawolves. 6:05 remaining first half action. My name's Glenn Burnett with a play-by-play and color commentary. You are watching Paul Smith's Bobcats men's basketball. We are here in the Saunders Sports Complex in Paul Smith's, New York. And a long-range jumper by Qua as the Seawolves trying to take advantage of weak presence in the backcourt for the Bobcats. But Qua was able to close the gap, and ultimately the Bobcats create the steal. Layup does not go in. And here's Mickle again for the Seawolves. 3-point difference here, late first half. As the Bobcats seem to have settled in, and the Seawolves have made some substitutions recently. And we'll see how the benches compare. And that will go to the Bobcats off of the Seawolves. And so Browning on the court, Montalban carrying the ball. And he's got Lundy. Lundy with the jab fake. Goes to the weak side. Qua looking for penetration. Kicks it out to the right wing. Lundy rotating out into the corner. Takes the shot and it goes up. Finally, the Seawolves battling out for the loose ball. And the foul's going to go against Browning. Some folks might have been looking for a travel on that from the Seawolves as the player was securing the ball, still under pressure, moving the feet. And so now we got an update on the foul comparison. Bobcats with 8 fouls to the Seawolves 7. And the first of the 1-and-1 is missed, goes out of bounds, and Montalban will take it in. Here's Lundy. Lundy across the mid-stripe as they call out the play. He's got high screens to work around. And now out to Qua. Montalban dropping down into the wing. And that will stay with the Bobcats. As Qua was looking for Browning to make the slip down the lane. Had him through the seam, but a couple of tips put that ball out of bounds off of Seawolves' hand. And now here's Lundy. Lundy looking for an option. Smith back in. Smith out to Montalban on the right side. Out to the corner, and Henson with the 3, and that goes long. And this is going to be a foul on the Bobcats. And so a shout out once again to all of you out there who are watching remotely. We'll give that email out once more. That email, if you want to send me, you can tell me your first name, you can tell me the first and last name of the player you're watching, and tell me where you're watching from. Send that to GRABcreative. That's G-R-A-B, like you make a catch or you make a grab. You throw the ball, you grab the ball. GRABcreative, C-R-E-A-T-I-V-E, GRABcreative at Gmail. Hit me up, tell me your first name, tell me the player that you're watching, first and last name, jersey number if you know it, and tell me where you're watching from. I'll give you a shout out. This is Montalban from long range. And the folks in East Oakland are happy to see that one drop. And now the Bobcats back to within 2. Inside 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Seawolves on the perimeter, unable to get anything open down low. Inside pass, and that one goes up. A quick exchange there for the Seawolves. Late in the shot clock as Smith brings it up. And he sees a hole, and he looks to take it a little bit too strong off the glass as the Bobcats drop back on defense. Shot from outside, and that one drops. And the Seawolves now up 32-25. Inside 3 minutes to go. And Smith lost the handle on that one. Once again, GRABcreative@gmail.com. Tell me your name, first name if you want to just do first name. Tell me the first and last name of the player you're watching. and where are you watching from? As we get down to about 2.5, and that pass is stolen by Frazier. As he tracked it into the lane, Montalban up to the top, Qua, long distance, looking for the screen. Smith sets it. Smith releases, sent out to Frazier. Frazier looks for the jumper, and that one hits. And that's a long range two. Cutting the lead to 5. And this is turned over to the Bobcats. And here's Qua with it. As Frazier releases down the post, Qua curling in. Down low and drawing the foul. That's Fuller. So Fuller goes to the line and he will shoot 2. Looking to pull this to within a 1-possession game. Late first half action. Fuller hits the first. As we see Smith in the backcourt. As that second one rims out, and it is a 4-point game. Out to the weak side. Tossed into the low block, and Smith able to get the reach out over the top, and that'll delay the offensive possession. High off the glass jumper, and the Seawolves come away with another bucket. Smith with it. Out to Montalban. Montalban through the baseline, gets inside, tosses it out to Qua. Qua loads it up for 3, and a rebound comes out as Fuller unable to squeeze it. Played up the ladder into the left wing. Entry pass into the low block and then back out. Mickle with a shot, and that one goes absent of touching anything. And the Bobcats will get the ball. All right, so this is a shout out for the Montalban fans. Montalban loading up. This one's for you. That one rims off a little bit long. And so a shout out to the folks watching in Fremont, California. This is Robert and Regina. Thank you so much for sending that in. I had a feeling that not everybody might have heard me announce that request for the emails early in the broadcast, so thank you so much, Robert and Regina. It has been a pleasure to watch each of these players developing alongside each other. Some of them are new to one another. I had a chance to meet Matthew briefly yesterday ahead of their scrimmage. And a big, big bucket for the Bobcats. As we go to the half, Bobcats trailing by 3, 34-31 off a big showing late in the half, turning things around, getting comfortable, playing Bobcats basketball. We're going to take a little break here, check the barometric pressure. When we come back, we'll tell you why you don't store the topiaries in the linen closet. From the Saunders Sports Complex at Paul Smith's College, Paul Smith's, New York, you're watching Paul Smith's Bobcats men's basketball. We'll be right back. All righty, folks. Welcome back to the Saunders Sports Complex as we come out of halftime. The home team Bobcats trailing by 3, 34-31, as they face Southern Maine Community College Seawolves, who have owned a good portion of the first half. But in the second section of that first half, the Bobcats, with a string of good possessions, creating turnovers and able to climb back into this game within one possession as they went to the half. And I want to give a shout out to everybody out there who sent a message in to GRABcreative@gmail.com to share who you're watching and where you're watching from. I got several emails that I sent some quick responses out to, and we're going to feature a little bit more of the Seawolves roster as I've become a little bit more familiar with the Bobcats, so I don't have to refer to their roster lineup. That I can do mostly by memory, so it's going to be a little bit easier for me to feature Seawolves names there. We like to keep a balanced broadcast. My name is Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. You are enjoying Saturday afternoon men's basketball. And here's Mickle looking for an opening. I want to give a shout out to the Meter family watching their Seawolves. Down to the low block. Baseline jumper. Rebound by Mickle. Mickle inside as Cromwell goes up for the rebound, and it comes out. Back up again, and the Seawolves coming up with all the rebounds. Finally putting it away. That's Regan. Following up, diving down from the free throw line to pick it up. And here's Montalban, long range, and that one goes. And we give a shout out to Fremont, California there. And the Bobcats within 2. Mickle from the top. Inside, and turnover again created by the Bobcats and then taken right back. And this is Regan with the short range jumper that comes off the front of the rim. And whipped up ahead is Qua, hanging out in the front court, trusting his teammates to come up with the rebound down in the backcourt, and we got a tie game. And that shot doesn't drop, but the foul goes against the Bobcats. And so out on the court right now for the Seawolves, Cousins, Cromwell, Mickle. On the line, Cromwell, Regan. And the first of 2 misses, and Pazinski. And the second one misses, and here comes Qua. Qua out to the right side, takes the screen up top, inside pass, and Browning gets fouled. And a shout out for the Browning family. We have a mom watching from Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma. For those who can't be here with the lively crowd, you're with us here on the broadcast. Browning missing the first of 2, sinks the second one, and the Bobcats with a lead. This is Regan. Kicks it out to the left side. Smith covering. Montalban guarding. And Cousins with a short hook. And that one goes. Montalban up in the front court. He goes long range. That's a heat check. And I think he's feeling it. And now the Bobcats looking to close down on defense. Smith out on the ball handler. This is Pazinski. Pazinski goes baseline jumper, and that one rims out. Browning comes up with a rebound. Qua looking for a pass, but Frazier left unattended down in the lane. And the Bobcats fans Very excited here at the Saunders Sports Complex as the Bobcats have opened up strong. Here's Mickle with Qua on him. Qua makes the change, and now battling Cousins. He takes a swing at the ball and comes up with a loose one as Frazier pulls that off the ground. And now Qua up into the front court. Bobcats trying to extend the lead. This is new territory now for them as they get it inside. Browning gets fouled from behind before the shot. And that was Cromwell who picked up the foul. Shout out to the Meter family. And also thanks to all of the Seawolves viewers. A couple, I think, sent in links to the roster. I've got that, but I thank you. I appreciate the proactive assist there. As the Bobcats now extending to a 6-point lead early in the second half. And this is Pazinski. Goes for the long-range jumper. That rattles out. Out to the corner, and Frazier, the lefty, goes for the three, and the Seawolves come up with a rebound. Here's Regan. One of the captains for the Seawolves, by the way, and Mickle loads one up from deep as that one rattles out, and Montalban comes up with it. Up ahead to Smith. Smith leads it into the front court from the right side. To the baseline. And now here's Pazinski. Kicks it out to Regan. Regan for three. That one comes up short. Qua comes up with a loose ball and ahead to Montalban. Montalban drops it back to Frazier, but Pazinski on his horse comes back and steals it. Here's Regan. From the left side, gets it into Cousins on the block, and then on the backside cutting, Pazinski picks up the easy layup. And that'll slow down the momentum for the Bobcats as they have a great surge going into the second half. Everything falling their way. As they'll pick up a timeout. Bobcats leading 44-40. You're watching Paul Smith's Bobcats men's basketball this Saturday afternoon. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. And we can give a thanks to Peter on the visuals. Yes, don't forget him. He is the voice through the eyes, right? Is that a thing? The voice of the eyes, that's Peter. Steady hands on the cam. Good times. Really glad that we got into the heat of the action. Everything in those first couple of minutes of the first half really looked a bit jittery, mainly on the Bobcats side. They looked a little unsettled. And the Seawolves had gotten out to a nice, comfortable lead. But no lead is comfortable. Everybody knows that. If you've ever seen 28 points or 24 points overcome by the pros in a championship game, no lead is comfortable. Just shy of 15 minutes remaining in regulation. This is Fuller. Fuller to Montalban. Montalban calling the play, sends it out to Qua. Qua with a quick release. That gets into Fuller, and Fuller able to pick up the air ball and put it right back in. And now they're going to go to trap. A little bit of work they did earlier in the week, and this is Pazinski from long range. Qua comes up with a rebound and kicked up ahead from the left side. Fuller out to Henson, and Henson gets hit on the shot, and he will pick up three from the stripe. A big break for Henson, as he at first looked a little disappointed that that ball was not even going to reach the rim, realizing that there was a referee that had an angle on the play and was able to pick up the contact. So he goes to the free throw stripe. If he misses this first one, they'll have to run sprints. All righty, well, they owe me sprints this week at practice. So he misses the first of three. And push-ups now. Maybe not push-ups. We need something that's going to give them a little bit more grace on the fingertips. Maybe we'll have them do snaps drills. And so picking up 1 of 3, Bobcats leading 47-40, 14-20 remaining in regulation as Mickle brings it into the front court, guarded by Kwa. Now Kwa switching over as this is an entry pass into the lane as Cousins picked that up, but that's going to go against the Bobcats, and Mickle will bring it in from the baseline. Couple of substitutions, Kavutsi, and correct me if you have a phonetic spelling or sounds like for Anderson Kavutsi as he gets the entry pass. And he's got a lot of length here and goes with the mismatch, nice easy pivot hook off of the glass. 47-42, Montalban bringing it forward. Regan going to make the block, affected the shot somewhat as Mickle comes up with it. And this is Momo back in. He came in at the same time Kavutsi came in. And that's Pazinski with a short-range jumper, closing the gap here. Bobcats holding on to a 3-point lead. Smith over to Montalban. Over the center, he picks up the screen, goes down baseline, and kicks it out to the wing. Henson with an open look, and that one rattles in and out off the backboard of the Seawolves with it. This is Regan. And Fuller picks up a foul on the reach. Solid matchup today. And this just in, the Davis, Franklin and Davis families cheering on the Bobcats from Ohio. Thank you very much, Franklin and Davis families. Kicked out to Regan, Regan to Mickle. Mickle down at the baseline, inside to Momo, and Momo gets the shot. And Pazinski steps out of bounds on the attempted steal as the Seawolves trying to attack while they think they have the Bobcats in a prone position. As this is a 1-point game, Montalban bringing it up. Hanson rotating up towards the top. They kick it out, and a long-range jumper comes out. That's Browning back on the court. Long pass, Pazinski from the baseline, and that one comes out. Picked up by Henson. Henson's got Kwa, and that was telegraphed. In fact, Kwa told the defender it was coming to him. Well, that's tipped out of bounds, and Kwa will bring it in. And Pratt back out on the court. Pratt to Henson, and then a steal. Here's Momo to Pazinski. And now the Seawolves up by 1. Here's Pratt from the top of the key, dribbling in down the post. Goes up for the reverse and makes an amazing release on that one as he was up in the air, falling down to his back. Just got rid of it knowing, hey, if you don't get the shot off, you don't know if you get the N1. And that one dropped right in. No rim. So the Bobcats with a 1-point lead as Pratt at the line waiting for substitutions. Seawolves sending Bodie Miller, not the skier, Bodie Meter in for this one. Once again, shout out to the Meter family. The first ones to respond to my call for emails earlier in the game. And again, it's GRABcreative@gmail.com. Grab, like you have a loose ball, you grab it. GRABcreative. And this is Pazinski, gets it inside to Kavutsi. Up top to Mickle. And Mickle guarded by Fuller. And now Fuller gets a tip. That will remain Seawolves ball, but that'll burn some seconds off the shot clock. Well, the nature of a lot of the players and some of the exchangeability from the physical side of things for the Bobcats is that they can make substitutions or switch off on who they're guarding whenever they need to, and that's kind of helpful. It is one of the compromises of not playing in the zone positions. And a Henson with a 15-footer from the field. Bobcats up by 2, 52-50. Mickle driving from the key, down into the lane, into traffic, and gets the favorable roll. And now we're tied up at 52 apiece. This is Meter. Guarding Pratt. And now Henson, guarded by Mickle, and back out to Qua. Fuller on the weak side as Qua goes inside looking for an option. Browning with the short jumper, goes off the glass and did not hit rim, and so the shot clock expired. And that's a successful defense by the Seawolves. Alrighty, and another shout out to Penny watching from Rockwood, New York. She's watching Nick Frazier, number 4, who is not on the court right now, but has seen plenty of time out there as Henson forcing a little bit of a turnover there as the shot clock runs low. Seawolves get the shot off, and the layup unable to drop as this is Qua. Qua looking for Browning down low. Don't know if he was trying to split the wickets on that. But I think that caught Kavutzi's foot. And this is Qua inbounding from the baseline to Browning, and Qua with a screen goes long. Looking for the foul. And the ref on the sideline here says no contact. No contact. All knotted up at 52-52. Bobcats with 3 fouls. Seawolves with 4. And the inbounds pass as Browning. And we'll see what the call is on this. This might have been, like maybe Browning might have stepped on a foot as the player was backing away. Browning went into an odd squat split. So we'll see if he's walking around gingerly or not. Sometimes that puts a strain on the leg muscles. And especially those stabilizing muscles. If you're a cutting player, you use a lot of lateral movement. That's going to impact things. As this is Qua inbounding with 19 on the clock and unable to chase it down. That was Pratt, and the Bobcats turn it over. All tied up at 52 apiece still. 9:39 remaining in regulation. Mickle out to the right side. And this is Momo with Henson guarding. And now Mickle. Mickle into Cousins with Browning covering. Cousins goes for the shot that's wild and misses. Picked up by Kavutzi and put back in. Here's Pratt leading it into the front court. He's got a screen looking to set up by Browning. Qua with it on the baseline. Gets inside, goes to the weak side wing. Henson with the shot, that rims out. And Momo up ahead to Mickle, and Mickle called for the travel. And he might have been receiving that pass from Momo as he was going through mid-step. And so that turns back over to the Bobcats. down by 2. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. This is the inaugural game for me and Paul Smith's men's basketball. And here's Qua. And that's Meter on defense. Out to Henson. Henson for long range as that goes up. And Browning unable to get the tip. And this will go against Browning on the hold as the Seawolves will bring it in. Mickle with pressure coming, and they're going to call Qua. He was driving around with the elbow. A little too much contact there as Qua was looking to apply pressure. And now here's Meter. Out across to Mickle in the backcourt, and now over the front line. And a long-range jumper, but the step before the jump, and it looks like they get Kavutsi for traveling. And so Browning will bring it in. Smith with the ball, guarded by Momo. Smith takes it to the right side, over to Browning. Browning gets inside the lane, down to Fuller, and Fuller stuffed by the rangy Kavutsi. And here's Meter, and that gets knocked out of bounds. The Seawolves will keep it, but that there was Fuller chasing down. As several of these Bobcats players specialize in the quick hand movement and being able to strip the ball. And that is an individual skill set. Some say they're born with it. Qua up ahead to Smith. Smith with momentum goes inside and they call him on the charge. And Smith unhappy about that. Well, hang tight here. It looks like that call is overruled. That charge will not go against Smith. That will be a blocking foul. And Smith satisfied, as it appeared the defense was not set. And sometimes those are anticipatory. And so Smith picks up the N1. And here comes Mickle up the right side, guarded by Qua, kicked out to Meter. Meter from outside, and he nails the three. Seawolves up by 2, 57-55, with 7:24 remaining in regulation. This is Qua, out to Montalban. Montalban guarded by Meter, out towards the right side. And a long-range jumper by Browning rattles out, and the Seawolves move into the front court. Cousins back on the court for the Seawolves. Inside pass to Cousins, and Cousins with a little baby jumper over Browning, and that extends the lead to 4. Montalban guarded by Meter as he kicks it out to Qua. Qua pushes Montalban around and rotates to the top. Looking for Smith to back in, trying to space out the defense. And Smith with a great look inside as Browning picks up contact. And I might have mentioned this earlier in the game. Kenny Smith, through the practices that I've seen him in, really prides himself on passing. Quick passing, swift passing. He does a lot of this kind of yo-yo pass where he does the underhand with a lot of backspin. He will throw it long, he will throw it short, he will throw it up, he will throw it down. So you can always expect those unpredictable passes from him. Although once you expect it, it's not unpredictable, is it? As we get a timeout here, Bobcats down by 4, 6:27 remaining in regulation. Glenn Burnett here with a play-by-play and color commentary. You're watching Paul Smith's Bobcats men's basketball. And this has been an exciting one as we wind down that timeout clock. Give a shout out for some of the other folks on these rosters here. A shout out to Anthony Miller, Treante Leak, Steven Solorzano, Anthony Frazier. We've seen Colson Lundy out there, Ryan Lutzi, Marquise Millette, Tim Romero, Bailey Loatman, Baldwin Medina, Vincent Davis, Kareem Chapman. Just a greeting to all of you after having a chance to see you work through the practices on the scrimmage yesterday. As Browning goes to the line. And a shout out for Pratt. That's Elijah Pratt. Mom watching from Queens. How you doing, Long Island? That's from Josie. Thank you so much for sending the email. Really appreciate that. Really nice to know that there are folks out there and they like to know that you're watching, and they also like to know that you're enjoying the broadcast. And thank you so much, Dana, for the comment. I really appreciate it. You have a fabulous day as well. I look forward to doing some more of these broadcasts, and hopefully if any of you out there with the Seawolves are also going to be visiting once more, perhaps we will see each other again as Momo cuts inside and puts that one away. Smith into the front court. Long range as this is tipped and possessed by the Seawolves, and that's going to stay Bobcats ball. Those are those quick reflex plays. You go out there, you make contact with the ball thinking you got to save it, and then you got a teammate who's touching it too, and then somebody's touching the floor out of the court. And here's Kwa. There's a foul on the play, trying to get some read on it, but this was away from the ball on the inbounds attempt. And it looks like clarification here says that there will not be any free throws. Cromwell back on the court for the Seawolves. This is Mickle from the top of the key. Out to Cousins. Cousins looking for Momo. Back out to Mickle. 17 on the shot clock. Mickle down to Momo. And Fuller standing his position and drawing a charge. And you get a lot of that kind of play from just my brief introduction to these players through their practices. You get a lot of that kind of strong defense, stifling defense from Fuller. There are a few that stand out as specializing on the defensive end. Some also specializing on getting the quick releases, release passes, outlets, and stuff like that. It just goes to show some of the conditioning that each of these players has had in their previous basketball programs as Montalban brings it up with Pazinski guarding. And a fumbled pass as Momo applied pressure down in the corner. Kwa couldn't hold on to it. And so Mickle brings it up into the front court, guarded by Qua. Cromwell down low as Smith chases. Inside pass to Cousins with a short jumper. That one gets the friendly bounce. And it is now an 8-point game in favor of the Seawolves. Down to Fuller. Fuller down to Frazier. Frazier with the long 2. And now a 6-point game. As we have Qua, Montalban, Frazier, Fuller, and Smith on the defense. As this comes out, blocked by Frazier, and then put back by Cousins. Frazier up ahead to Montalban, looking to press forward. Montalban goes to the baseline, curls out to Smith to Qua. Qua into the lane, back down to Smith, and Smith has to gather it off the floor. Out to Qua, and Qua trying to steady it. And a foul. We'll take a look at this. As this went out of bounds. And it looks like Momo might have drawn a foul on that. And we're just taking a look. As Qua was out by the sideline, the ball was down low. The referee was nearby as the ball was kind of bouncing around the referee's feet. Qua trying to grab it and keep it steady. Ultimately, the ball went out of bounds, but there was contact on the play. And the Seawolves in the bonus. So Qua will go to the line. Down by 8 right now. Bobcats looking to close the gap. They came out strong in the beginning of the second half, and as we get down to the last 4.5, and they're calling a foul on the, it's a foot foul, as Qua's toe was on the free throw stripe. And so they lose that opportunity. Cromwell with it, guarded by Smith. And a short jumper as Browning brings it in. And now Smith carries it over midcourt. Guarded by Cromwell, traded over to Qua. Qua with Regan in his face, goes around, picks up the screen. Out to Smith, Smith. Out to Frazier, Frazier long range jumper. And that one is a long rebound, saved. And Qua gets inside, kicks it out to Smith. Smith with the pump fake and then goes inside. Down low, rebounded by the Seawolves with a 10-point lead. And time is starting to wear down for the Bobcats. As this is turned over. And Fuller able to draw a foul off of the Seawolves. And so Fuller will go to the line. You know, folks, I really don't need the sprints. So, you know, if you hit the baskets, it's okay. And here's the first. And Fuller hits the first of 2. Qua still a little bit sore in the calf area on the court. And here's Pazinski with the ball. The Seawolves coach calling for motion, wanting them to move with purpose. Kicked out to Mickle, out on the right wing. Frazier in his face, and that one drops. 3:04 remaining in regulation, down by 12. Smith gets it inside. And Fuller will go back to the line for 2. Smith had found Fuller once again, always looking for those assists. Gets it down to the low block on the opposite side. Fuller jammed up, going for the short shot, but drew contact on it. Now Fuller shooting 2. Just a couple seconds inside of 3 minutes remaining, and he gets the roll. Shout out for the Seawolves. Brown, Martinotti, Mervelis, O'Neill, Gabloff, and Warburton. As we get a timeout, 2:49 remaining in regulation time. It's a 10-point game. Seawolves leading the Bobcats 70-60 as we go to a 30-second timeout. And as we get close to the end of regulation time here, once again, a thanks from me, GRABcreative@gmail.com, to you watching all over the country. Thank you all for being an engaged audience. Appreciate it. We like to know that there are folks out there. We don't have a data counter here to show us who's tuned in or how many people are tuned in. So you really help us to see that there's some interactivity out there. We assume you'd be watching. The last several minutes really favoring the Seawolves as Mickle takes the inbounds pass over to Pazinski, inside to Cromwell. Guarded by Frazier, kicked out to Mickle. Mickle just hit a long-range shot against Frazier, and that one comes up short. Henson kicks it out to the corner. Fuller with it. Goes up to Browning. Browning able to avoid the steal attempt, and inside kicks up the short jumper. As it looks like they're trying to draw the foul, they might have to go to the foul game to help stop the clock as Mickle sends it out to Pazinski. Pazinski tightly guarded by Fuller. Frazier on Regan. Out to Mickle. Henson, hands up and active. And now Cromwell with it. Frazier not giving much space as this one comes up off the glass, and Frazier comes up with a rebound. Here's Henson going inside, trying to draw contact, couldn't get it to drop. 99 seconds remaining regulation here. Henson on Mickle. Out to the right side, Pazinski. Guarded by Smith. And now Mickle with Henson in his face. Goes for the layup. And no call there as the Seawolves able to pick up the short shot. And it looks like they're going to salt this one away. 1:16 remaining, a timeout, and we will see where we go. This is a 1-minute timeout. We'll see where we go here. Will the Bobcats go to the foul strategy and see if they can't stall that clock? Generally speaking, that target for the margin between the lead and the deficit is 2 minutes and 10 points. When you're trailing by more than 10 points outside of 2 minutes, if you can get it down to a 10-point deficit at the 2-minute mark, it is encouraging that you can claw your way back into the game, and sometimes it's going to result in a little bit of this foul strategy. Trying to gain on long-range shots or the N1 opportunities. In these situations, you might see the Bobcats are either going for the folks who can create the turnovers or the folks who got strong hands going inside and might be able to put the shot up and look for the and one on the offensive end. And then otherwise, you look to have your outside shooters. As Smith leads it into the front court, a minute 15 remaining, down by 12. Out to Kwa. Kwa is no stranger from shooting from 33. Here's Henson. And that one goes, cutting it down to 9 points. This is Cromwell. Inbounding. With pressure from Henson. Pazinski in the backcourt. Henson continuing, heavy pressure, no fouling. As Regan cuts inside past Frazier, goes for the layup and gets the roll. Kicked up ahead, and Kwa racing up on the left side. Over the top of the key and inside for the easy touch. And Kwa still nursing that calf there. It seems, I'm not a doctor, I should say, it seems he's getting cramps in the calf. This all started up, or at least showed itself, when he was scrambling for that loose ball down low, had to bend down, was extending that calf a bit, spent a lot of time in that position trying to grab up the ball from really low, and eventually ended up trying to roll out the calf. And so you have Frazier, Fuller, Smith, Henson, and Browning out on the floor for the Bobcats. This is Mickle with the ball. Heavy pressure by Henson. And Fuller comes in, tries to help out, draws the foul. And Mickle will go to the line. 34 seconds left. Bobcats down by 9. As Momo comes in. And the first. That drops, and we're back to 10 points here. And Mickle for the second, and that one drops. And so Coach Clemens calling out some instructions. Frazier will come out. Browning and Smith in Henson as well. Montalban, the long-range shooter, and a turnover. And this is going to put it away. Momo in for the easy layup. And Montalban up ahead quickly. Looking for the outside shot. Step to the side and puts it up. That one comes off the front of the rim. Browning with the rebound. Picks up the foul. And the Seawolves have applied the pressure on a late side of the second half, overcoming a surge from the Bobcats. The early several minutes into the second half, the Bobcats had a really strong surge. The Seawolves weathered the storm and now up by 13, just seconds away from putting this one in their win column. Bobcats will return for another one tomorrow at 1 p.m., and we hope you'll tune in as well so that we can see more of what they have to offer. Really good performances out there. And so we get a foul out on the court. Tomorrow's 1 p.m. tip-off will be against the Great Bay Community College Herons. And that is next on tap for the Bobcats. And it looks like the Seawolves will go to Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences tomorrow for a 1 o'clock tip-off. And that'll do it. That is game time right there. At the end of regulation, finishing strong in the second half, the Seawolves with a 10-point win, 78-68, as both teams gather at the handshake line to exchange goodwill. Good game, good game. Safe travels, good meals, and good luck. What a great day to be a basketball player. What a great day to play basketball. And so that'll wrap it up for today's broadcast. I will see you here tomorrow, 1 p.m. for the tip-off. We hope to have you tuning in. And go Bobcats. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary from the Saunders Sports Complex at Paul Smith College in Paul Smith, New York. You've been watching Paul Smith College men's basketball. We'll see you next time.